They do have a bit of utility as well. One smoke available. A PT-50 in the hands of Martinez as well. And we have got a bit of a four-man stack from ENCE towards the B bomb site. So, as they get ready to enter through the Monster Tunnel, it's going to be Madden with first contact, and D out with the first frag, make it a double.
Oh, he just peeks in as Madden's preparing those dual Berettas. I mean, his one single USP bullet just pulling a player off. You see the kind of quick readjustment from the second, all dead, of course, at the hands of Diha. And, you know, we've got a Sunpius in a pregame interview giving Nertz his props, but Diha's also somebody that can take it to that next level, wants to be right there with Nertz in terms of the #1 rifle.
Yeah, he's got the unique production, right? Like, he's not always going to get the high volume, but he's always got impact, I feel, Diha. And he's such a cool player to watch. Decision-making is top tier. On for the ace right now. He's got 4 kills, and Mapaz has not made his move. And Diha, you could just see, swinging, looking for this last kill. All of it, oh, that sucks.
Well, here's Mopos, an opportunity. 3 versus 1 now. He's got a lot to do. Only 1 frag found. It's a very convincing pistol for ENCE there on their CT campaign. They keep 3 players alive. Snappy will recover the dual leads as well. No bomb planted. Bear that in mind. Movistar Riders, potential full eco on the cards going forward here. Bring out the AKs in the third. It's all about Diha, though. Very clean with the USP here. Willing to take the fights. Gets the bomb towards Monster. And this is a matter of time before they close out the round. So, Movi just purchasing a single flashbang here. I think that's all they're bringing to the table. So it will be AKs in the third.
So they go with the contact, right? Show a little skin. You see the immediate reaction. Sunpius puts the op up, and he's going to get caught crossing. Mopaz, well, he just found that movement between Nertz and Sunpius, and within that realm of possibility with Movistar hitting A, we didn't see that one coming. So timing works out great. Trade frag out of Just felt necessary there. They've lost their man advantage. They've got nothing inside of the site. It's a simple, disjointed rotation, but Diha slides in. You want impact? They're about to feel it. He gets Just, peeks bomb, stops it, or at least the planter from coming back. Adam S 1v3, and both CTs up through bathrooms already.
Yeah, this was a great recovery from Movistars. All things considered, it's now Adam S who will be in the 2 versus 1. A round he can actually convert as well. The bomb's planted for him, the CTs with a fake defuse as well, waiting for that reaction. But the 2 AK-47s ready and waiting. It was a complicated round there for ENCE. The fact that Sunpius went down, communication was a little bit off there. It was not communicating that the bathrooms were exposed. He went down to a clean 1-tap. This is out on the first opportunity there, but still not sure what they're up against. No one yet to fire a bullet, but there it is. It will be Sunpius with a nice double there. Can he get away? Third player towards the bathrooms will be Alex. Finding the first incision here for Movistar Riders. It's going to be chaotic at this point, coming out of the smoke towards long, but Nertz is handling it well. 3 versus 2, 15 seconds, a scramble towards the bomb site here. Alex needs to try and get the bomb down if possible. This is a huge kill, might decide the round. It's Madden that is dropped, and that's going to allow the C4 to be planted. Great shot.
They saw the bank man too. Diha slides out, can't stop Martinez from planting. Oh, Alex getting that truck control, jumping up, confirming vision on Diha, and such a critical kill for Alex to turn around and deal with mid. Diha, half health, no util, nothing other than the confidence gained from that last round with his push out through smoke, which they're now concerned about. You can see one locked on Dumpster, but as he peeks out, Martinez hits the headshot. That's not a round where we saw Movistar Riders with any kind of advantage at any point, and yet into the 2v2 they pull that off.
And that's twice now, despite being at disadvantage. They've been able to find access to the A bomb site, right? They've been able to grind it back. This is essentially a 3-on-5 when Alex finds this kill on his Sunpius, and then it all crumbles. It all falls apart. Madden couldn't find a clean play. So Movistar showing, despite some disadvantages in these rounds, they still have the strength to trade themselves into a bomb site, and that's a huge win. Look at the buy now. He's been a very, very good player for them, and a good game from him can help propel them to be competitive against one of the best teams in the world.
Well, it's a good start. This is a difficult buy for ENCE, but it doesn't seem to hold them back whatsoever. Another opening pick for Sunpius here, as it will be Just to try and pick up the pieces. Makes his way in towards B. Good spray down on the first. Makes it a double. And Madden now on an island here on the B bomb site. Famas in hand, and he's got plenty of players heading his way. They're going to try and get the bomb planted here. It's Mopos on towards the site, trying to flush out the remaining defender. It will be Madden to drop as we enter another 2 versus 2. Great advantage here for Movistar.
Man, these rounds go back and forth.
Bombs drop, though. Bombs drop due to that kill, so it's going to give Nertz time to get up towards sandbags.
No. In fact, he's going to take the flank. And that was already cleared by Martinez, say, 10 seconds ago when he took that quick glance, but Nertz wastes no further time. Hands busy on the opper. Nertz going to round that corner perfectly, nearly gives that spin a chance. And it's Alex on 62 health down beneath Sunpius. being toyed with. And all this time, you know your back is exposed. At any moment, Nertz comes over that edge. And sure enough, you think you give it a clear, but Nertz working within those milliseconds, those millimeters that define rounds of CS. I think that feels a little better for Nertz, as I would say 2 moments up on that A site.
We'll be joined by Dihar and Madden, and it's just a matter of moments here before Movistar Riley's fully commit, 4 players up towards short.
I'm glad Diha has no nades. It is guns out, and as they try to trickle in, he loses a teammate, but still topples 2. It's Adam to make the difference on the Tech-9. Madden tries to hide, and his pistol fails him. The collapse of the B site. And that's with Diha doing his. Snappy offers nothing in that hold, unfortunately, so it's going to come down to this Nertz Sunpius retake, but talk about a star-studded lineup for this 2v3.
They might have to save, though. If they don't get a gift soon, like, what's the call? You don't have kits, so it's got to be fast. Okay, that's a great find. Now it's on. Now they get to go for it.
Big one. Nertz right there behind him. A little bit of tag damage through the wall. Martinez position shown, and he's going to try to reroute back around towards short, or just hold off. And he's not going to fake it at all. He sticks this, and Nertz, it is ice cold. Wow. Oh, just like that.
Gotta grab the AWP at the end of the day, and he doesn't do it.
He knows it's a difficult round. It's Martinez as well who's the AWPer. It was a half buy, but he was a little bit more modest with his investment. He didn't have the Kevlar. I mean, Snappy's all alone, though. He will continue to push in towards Monster, but Movistar Riders about to walk in towards B.
Oh, this timing.
Yeah, Adam S just made a ton of sound on his departure as well, so it's nice that Mopaz is able to clear Monster from the other end, and Nertz, even though he knows he's on the trail, he misses his opportunity. Martinez surviving 2 spray downs, and another player falls for the CT side, so Sunpius' position known. He picks it up, but doesn't look like he's going to take this chance. And good on Movistar, because I feel like there was a lot of space given to them.
They've been battling for this opportunity for these last 8 rounds, right? Like, they've had this economy at a breaking point pretty much this entirety of the first half, so this is one they absolutely need, and that's a bit ambitious. That is a bit curious from Nertz, and now Sunpius is going to have to pick up the pieces. He's got one. I think he saw them go for the boost, so he's ready for the second. And oh man, Movistar on the back foot early yet again.
That is huge as well, because look at all the real estate ENCE have just picked up. It pushes Movistar Riders and the remaining players in towards a B setup. They can't justify going back towards playground.
This is a level of disrespect, just saying we have such an advantage. We know you're not going to be able to watch the whole map. We know we're going to have these openings, and we're going to try and exploit them. Diha just waiting. Off sandbags is 2. Martinez in support. Molotov drop. Nobody can come through that. But they know the positioning now of the defenders. There's the Madden flank. Diha's got another before Martinez can even think of springing into action. And the round's done.
Double trades. Perfection out of ENCE, and it comes by way of confidence.
Yeah, Sunpius, no one-trick pony here, getting it done with the M4 as well. 2 very impactful frags there, funneling Movistar Riders in towards B. They had nothing left. Up towards the bathrooms now, it's going to be quite a conservative approach.
Oh, there we go.
Kill on Madden. Beautiful shot from Martinez.
Oh, he came to play today. That's a lovely shot to pick him out of the sky, but you have to know, patiently waiting. You've seen so much aggression. Nertz is going to run right into it. Oh, and he gets away with his life. Defensive smoke as well. They won't come through that. They won't challenge it, but instead of falling back, or will they challenge it? He will, in fact, and that's why I said you wouldn't, because, you know, that happens, and so does this.
Well, surely the next guy would be fine, right? You know?
Surely he gets the picture.
Yeah. He doesn't need a flashbang. He's just going to keep going until it works, because Nertz has to reload, and
no!
Oh, lead from Movistar Riders there. Just stubborn at that point.
Yeah.
To think, well, someone's got to kill him. Someone take him down. He can't take all 4, but easy frags there for Nertz as he mows them down. A very awkward interaction.
All right, guys, he's only got the USP. It's our turn.
Yeah, that is really rough. Okay, Mopaz, can you do anything with the round?
This is for the ace. This is for the ace on Nertz. All in this long aggression. On top of the rock this time, he can't complete it. Him and Diha both have let 4 kills slip away. But it's all smiles still, 9-2.
Oh, they might be done after that one.
Yeah, that one hurts.
Waiting towards Fountain, will be flashed off, but holds the angle, finds his first shot, and will fall back.
Leaves Nertz up on party. Molotov forward. Ready for the fight, though. Adam S, his first victim. And there's the double trade back. Ooh, an open door, perhaps. A man advantage. Surely this is enough, Henry. Surely this is a round they can walk away with.
Oh, you got Sunpius here. That should be a kill for Martinez. You've got to hit those, Jason. And you give that one up. It could cost you the round.
Oh, no.
It starts to collapse once again. A chance of the kill through the smoke. Just taking more damage, though. Down to 28 points of HP.
Their mindset has been fight. Anytime someone is aggressive, it's just we are fighting until we die. Snappy should be a freebie, and he will be.
Yeah, but stand on him first.
Knife him. All right. Good guy, Alex, not going for the shame. Here comes utility towards the B bomb site, trying to make it as safe as possible. Smoke mid-site, just getting the bomb planted. And it's mostly on Madden. Oh, spots the head, and he keeps that again. Just fight mindset all the time, no matter the disadvantage.
Just go. Swing. Swing for the fences and knock it out of the park. An 11th on the line in this retake, and I just wish for just sake he had more than 5 HP. Sunpius is going to keep him pinned into it. Madden never gave them space once the bomb went down. Really just kind of ushered him back into his spawn. Get out of here, you rascal, he screams from the heavens. And next thing you know,
desperate times call for desperate measures. I would just say, let's get the set pieces going. Let's get some bomb plants, some clutch potential, because these defaults are not working out whatsoever.
Oh, Nerds behind the smoke, spots the legs of 2. Here's the third spamming, calling it out. Oh, and Alex pauses for him, just delivers it on a silver platter. Snappy goes unchecked for 1, and the hit is demolished.
See what I mean? Like, this is desperate at this point. You just need to have a call-off spawn, hope for the best. It hasn't really gone well at all, I'm afraid. It's going to be another 4 versus 1, 12-2 locked in, as just poor old Martinez left with nothing to do. That's just unlucky as well. He had the smoke down towards connected, but of course Nerds found a gap. He spots 3 crossing over, takes the third player down, and he was a player dropping the flashes as well. He's about to deploy utility on the bomb site, so they had no flashes, just a dry running towards the B bomb site, and of course they're mowed down as ENCE look absolutely red hot right now. Using the smoke, he's going to continue the push here. Doesn't spot the player outside. He surely goes down here.
He hasn't been spotted either.
He slipped the net. Wow. I can't believe it. He's going to hear the sound cue as well. He'll keep pushing potentially and catch just. What a maneuver.
I feel bad now.
So they're going to have to check every corner, every crevice. You can see them now. There's a high alert. Like, where the hell is Snappy? And with 30 seconds remaining, you just don't have this time to be that diligent. You're going to have to take some risks. And Snappy helps himself to a second frag and retreats.
And while you're, well, at least they know where he is now.
Sure, that's the answer.
Good point.
Right?
Look at the positive side, guys.
Good for you, Jason. You found the silver lining.
Yeah, I got you.
And the only question left is, can they find a third with 15 seconds? Your swift answer? No. Mopaz, you can try, brother.
Nice try.
Get on in there. But with the Heaven player up above, it's a solid 13-2, folks. ENCE coming in swinging, proving not everybody hits the server cold.
Slowly but surely, start to dissect the map here. Looks like a potential A finish.
Alex on the front baths, Mopaz with him. A little bit of contact, primes the peak. It ain't pretty from Sunpius. A lot of shots go both ways, but both players stand. Alex cleared out. It seems like Sunpius can bank on his teammates to come through with those headshots. Oh, Adam, he'll get there. But now his gun's empty and the chase is on. Still, he'll hold this line. Long player gets in.
God.
That was a little ugly every step of the way. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah.
I feel like Movistar have done enough, though. They've got the dual elites. 2 players of full HP here. Sunpius down to 6 points of health. 45 seconds is just, he knows there's some injured players up front, but it's Dihao first. What a shot that is with the P250. Now Martinez once again has to be the hero here. Pretty far removed from the situation. He holds towards B at the bomb, waiting in the toilets here. He's hoping they...
It's all on this round. There's no chance to fight back if you don't win this pistol, this 1v2.
So much to do though, Jason. He's got to silently make his way through the bar from the bomb ticking away. The Sunpius kill. Oh, he might miss out on it. There's the first, and now is a 1 versus 1. No kid available. His position known, and now it's just a matter of time before Dihao swings.
Man, he's playing it so cool. Just as chill as you need, huh? That utility fake, because Martinez was heading up to A. He would have been peeking up on Dumpster. Hell, there was a chance inside bathrooms, and some of those shots got
There were like
cleaner.
8 chances inside bathrooms. Yeah, it was a little sketchy in the early going, but this is some fine work from Dia. He even could have played this clutch, like the 1v1, a little bit differently. He could have played it by time, could have moved around and been a little bit sneaky and tricky with it, but just goes for the 1-tap to the side of the brain.
Martinez is up there, trying to hold on, try to put up some sort of a defense for the Riders, but he plays in front of the dice box. All of that peeking, that safe jump behind dice, it was looking so good for Martinez, like he's going to create an opportunity, and then instead he peeks in front of it, and in that instant dies. Alex, out from bank on smoke. He's going to be found out, and this one, well, Jason, what do you make of it?
You know, here's the silver lining is that shout out to Martinez, still trying to make something happen.
It's one of they played it 5 times the last 3 months. 40% of those are victories, not against the greatest opposition as well. So it doesn't look good at all in this series. Difficult to find anything here.
Who knows what VP get up to? Probably
they order a lot of cheeseburgers late at night. I know that.
True.
Nert's going to go down, 1-for-1 trade. Ooh, this is a tricky little angle underneath the smoke. They're going to bypass it entirely. So now the weight falls on Adams, and he's spotted out the play. Martinez going to turn now. Oh, Sunpius head on a swivel, spots it out, can't win the engagement. Diha almost finds Martinez, who gets away with 1 health, but at least he's slowed down the attack.
It's Snappy who's calling for the rotation. Back in towards A. Alex will be tested in game leader. A great fragger in his own right as well, but he's got Diha to deal with. Bomb on his back. Does he check this corner? Certainly does. Comes out on top.
Dude, the way Diha just slides through Shadow advantage there too, right? Shows Shadow, knows it, then just picks up the tempo. Wide swing, Mac 10 headshot, doubles down as he gets closer to the site. We've got a chance for Riders. That flank is coming through. Preoccupied was the bomb plant, but just can't get there quick enough. And now it's going to be coverage as well from Madden. But he looks towards Dumpster, both of them heading that direction. And just given a chance to slide in and then forced out. It is a demanding 16-2 victory for ENCE on Overpass. Movistar Riders map pick. They'll be looking to close out this series on Anubis. But if there's silver linings, let's remember, Big defeated ENCE on Anubis. They haven't looked as rocky as one would hope, and now all of a sudden, maybe there is a chance. I thought those were close.
Good point. I've seen a lot of teams win games by putting in a good 6 rounds of work.
I'm gonna need you to get sharper, Jason.
It is excellent. Stack in middle for the defense. Sunpius, easy kill as he crouches. That's when Madden springs. And there's even a third player who's not been required just yet. There goes Martinez.
Okay, well, it is going from bad to worse here. Not a single lick of damage inflicted. It's a 5 versus 1 Adam S. He just can't believe what just happened there. The mid approach is completely shut down. ENCE dominate once again. 2 frags for Snappy, 2 frags for Sunpius. All 5 survive. A couple of flashes in, deep breath, and hope that you can smother the bomb site here. There's only 1 CT lying in wait, but what a CT player it is. Diha, defensive towards the head, and will call for the rotations here, but he might not need any help whatsoever. Massive spray down. Diha with 4, finishing in style as well. That's the force by completely pushed back as ENCE post another clean round. 5 players survive.
Oh, Diha again, though, is the only defender at this A bomb site.
They're not wasting much time. Diha smoked off from heaven. Sunpius coming back from middle. And it looks like the cross is going to go well enough. The flank, not so much. Alex is dead with nothing to show for it. Sure enough, T's inside of the site. We've got 2 stranded behind Cake, one of which dead quickly. Snappy also now wasting 0 moments, flanking as hot as he chooses to. What a smothering inside of that bomb site. We talk about the smoke going down on long just as they approach. Alleviated Diha of any help. And within that moment, thinking Diha fell back, it looked like it ended up leading Movistar into a free bomb site. But once they got there, they got nothing else.
We're into the second map now. We're going to round number 5, and Movistar Riders haven't had a single moment to celebrate in this series thus far. It's been scrappy, it's been difficult.
They've got a kill.
They've got a kill, yeah, that is fair. They've got 1 kill, bro.
Good work, Jason.
Round 5.
Good work, you found it.
That's what I'm here for, boys. Nice
Keep your eyes open.
From Sunpius, a follow-up as well. Adam frozen in canals with nowhere to go. And oh, baby.
Okay. Just breathe, guys. You can still recover a 5-on-3. It's possible. It's going to be the MP7. And Nertz, well, he's starting to leave the area. An opening, a rare one, as Mopos will be more than happy to oblige with the first kill. 4 versus 3, still 1 minute 15 on the clock as well. That's another amazing shot from Sunpius there. His 3rd kill in the round. He's just having so much fun right now.
Snappy looking to hold off the site itself. This just connects to the head. And a little creep around jail. There's a chance to isolate Snappy in the time being before his teammates show up. The fact Snappy does damage could very well just take what's left of this away from Just. It's going to be Diha and Sunpius, the 2 hardest hitters back on Overpass, and the 2 players off to the races. No deaths at the moment between them. But there's no bomb either for Just. So where are you going, bucko?
He's got time, and with low HP, he's just trying to get a little bit of a lucky engagement, a timing of where he can potentially drop down into canals
like
and find
this.
Diha. Nice and easy. Diha spots it or hears it at the last possible second, but there's a real chance. It's up against the op, so the HP matters less. But Sunpius has been on point.
He really has. 20 seconds remain now. Low HP might not be a factor against the sniper of Sunpius, but he's got pistol in hand. Comes down to this moment. It's the Tech 9 that keeps the streak alive here. An amazing effort from Just. He got a lot out of a little there, but...
Little red nose at the same time.
Great.
Okay then. Martinez, AWP in hand, but relentless aggression here from the CTs, looking for their second kill of the round. Martinez does take down Snappy all the meanwhile, so a 4-on-4 technically does favor the T side here on Anubis. We've got Adam S in towards A main, maybe not for long though. Again, he's changing position. He's absolutely everywhere. You don't want him to be, but they've made their way through. They should be able to take him down, no problem.
Oh, that's awkward.
They saw it. They saw that little glimpse of him. But he doesn't give them anything to pull on. Madden's going to be between the smokes. There's the flank as well from Nerds. He gets canceled out by Martinez. But where there's one flank, there's a second, apparently. Talk about a smothering. ENCE have no respect for the other portions of the map. They feel as though they can do anything at anywhere at any time, and they're not wrong.
Again, I would say, let's start running the set pieces. These defaults aren't working now. The firepower's too much to contain. As once again, he's found the opening pick. Every single round, it seems like Sunpius helps himself to a frag, but Martinez, he's had enough. He says, no, we're taking the A-bomb side. Finds Diha.
Make the play.
And actually made his way through completely alone. The second kill has been found, and maybe they can do something with this one.
Man, when in doubt, do it your damn self. Martinez is now awkwardly behind ENCE. They've kind of lost track of him.
Well, the bomb is all the way back towards T-spawn, and this is where things get really awkward because Sunpius is going to start pushing. Malpaz is in canals looking towards dark. Another kill from Martinez. Good find on Snappy. But still, with the push from Sunpius, he can stop anyone else from joining up with Martinez.
Molly on Heaven, and at least storage has been completely cleared. Nerds is going to try to challenge that fire. He offers up half of his health, but that at least gets Martinez to turn attention. Now he's going to try to get back on Khan. Missed shot versus his counterpart of Sunpius. Sunpius just comes flying down into the bomb site. No way. With the Tech-9 instant headshot, Alex is dead. Now Mopaz flank through B all the way back around middle. There's a real chance he catches one off guard, but both? He sees them drop. They nearly line. He buys time, dives back, and with a Molotov on top of it, now suddenly Nerds' job's that much harder. It's a clutch. It's a Mopaz 1v2. It's Sunpius' first death. Dare I say it, it's a silver lining. The Diha op, always a treat.
Is it?
Yeah, it's always a treat.
I was just thinking in my head, I was trying to remember the last time I saw Diha with an AWP.
Far and few between.
Okay.
All right, but check it out. Something to remember. They group up, and he topples Mopaz, half health, no second. All right, the first fight ends up costing him. Snappy can't hold the cross either. It's man advantage with a potential bomb plant. And finally, we get Just not being found out by his opponents, but instead getting the better of a flank. When we go back to Overpass, and with what we've seen on Anubis.
At the back of Temples, let's have a look here. So he did jump up and spot him first. So it was by design at the very least. And yeah, you'll take that. Okay. Second shot. I was
if it happened on that first burst, I would have been like, fair play.
Yeah.
Second one's a little...
I'll stand by my statement of it being a fortunate kill, but still you take it all day long. 4 players surviving here for Movistar Riders, 2 for ENCE.
And the important thing too is after that pick, they played the round pretty darn well. 6
IRL dink.
round lead for ENCE, and more mid-aggression coming up. I like this. They ran this a little bit earlier, went for a 1-for-1 trade. Now they see absolutely nothing at the back of mid, but look at the response. Movistar Riders put their foot on the gas. They're going to challenge into dark. Oh, first kill goes the way of Nerds. Nice trade. One more back of the bomb site, and Temple. Reinforcements are now arriving for ENCE.
They're already out as well. They're in the platform. They're here to fight with weapons out. Snappy's pistol in hand. Feeling very confident that Madden's going to support from behind, and he's not wrong. Alex spams the smoke, trying to get the peeks out. Knowing these CTs are back there is one thing. Dealing with it as they swing towards use the other. And look at the fights occurring now, right? Madden decides it's time for a kill. Diha does the same. And just when Movistar Riders thought that they were taking the aggression on their own terms, it feels like they're just baited into what
they had the opening.
ENCE thrive in.
And if he does survive, it looks like he's absolutely fine. CT's just holding position in towards the B site. They've got 3 AK-47s though, and the AWP. It doesn't get much stronger than this.
See what sort of risks ENCE want to run as well. They pull entirely back from that A play, calling out that Movistar aren't going to scale into A in their absence. And sure enough, Sunpius has found a way to finagle a frag out of the round. And if he goes back in time, he still gets ahead of this execution. The same way Diha is played up towards heaven, Sunpius attempts a peek. Martinez A multi-frag. You brought it up, that's what got them going, and it looks like what they may need again. Bomb responsibilities falls on the others, and this CT side is not one that had already quickly crept behind the exec. There is still quite a bit of distance for these other ENCE players to come in with their retake, but once they get there, sure enough, you've got utility on Madden, you've got a flank as well, currently being held by the Opper, and we'll see which of these three fronts ENCE can actually break through. Snappy finds timing out from the storage peak. Nobody holding him on that. It's the connector play as well from Nertz. Single frag to him, and AdamS a chance to dive back into cover. Dueling with Snappy. He loses, but Martinez, he's got that hold. He's been locked in, and so is Snappy on the defuse behind the cake. It's done. Just when you think they have a chance, ENCE rob it away.
Oh, a little bit of miscommunication on the plant spot. And Nertz is going to sit comfortably into the corner.
You're dead on. The only real dark aggression, one time Sunpius takes the op in that way.
Second
no
smoke
way.
Kill.
Ooh, Nertz may have his hands full.
He's all alone. Gonna back off.
Well, the last time Just found this open and he did convert the round. They're going to pounce on the opportunity, make their way in towards B before the rotations arrive. It's Madden to defend. Swings into the open. Ambitious kill, but it will be a clean round here, but look to things here. They've got 3, 5 versus 2. There's surely nothing that can be done here.
Surely.
Surely.
Little op shot to Alex, but that's about it. All right, so not too easy to replicate.
No, not at all, but I mean, fair play. Just has got us the smoke spam twice now.
Yep.
They've won both of those rounds.
Also, for once, I feel like the confidence peaks out of ENCE get entirely shut out.
I'm just gonna swing.
But
is the boost. Martinez has been performing very well. Nice little flick there to Madden. Opens things up once again here. Another opening advantage for Movistar Riders. They can't hold on to it, however. That's Nertz from the darkroom through the smoke that does find the aforementioned sniper. Snappy there trying to transition. He's only got the MP9 to work with here, but a hell of a grenade has been deployed. He can hear the footsteps around him, but has to retreat at this point.
Oh, backs away, still in the smoke, somehow gets one, but I don't think he realized Mawpaws has slipped the net. He can wrap around either one of the bomb sites, so he's in control this round. This is where, as Mawpaws, you're telling your team to freeze. I've got a flank, I've got the play. Everyone just pause, don't die, wait for me to force action.
within that timing, though, there is a chance ENCE, raise the red flag.
It is the longest rotation possible, right? So it's a long time for his teammates to sit in the positions they're in and be a little bit nervous about where the aggression is coming from. But he's got one. He's found Diha, who never realized he was in the back line. Sunpius is going to turn, and that now exposes him to danger, but not any longer, because Mawpaws goes down a little bit too quickly.
Now what? Nertz is going to get super aggressive top middle. That has certainly been heard. Alex is going to be just locked in waiting for this, but what if Nertz doesn't activate?
Yeah.
At what point do the T's have to make their move? And if he loses AdamS, then it gets from bad to worse. Still, that bomb is kind of floating in limbo, and we touched the 20-second mark with Alex frightened enough to just hold off on door. Sunpius could have hidden A this whole time, guys, but guess what? Rotates to B.
On the T side, CTs will only be getting $1,900 per player. Sunpius can drop an M4A1S on the nose if he has it equipped. Here's $2,900, which he will do.
Shooting for 20 within the first 15. Madden locked into the doorway. Ooh, I thought that little half-ass clear was going to cost him, but Alex manages to continue forward. And let's see what D-Hook can do on his own. Remember that M4 afforded to him by Sunpius, but it is an entirely empty-handed A play.
That's going to be it, surely. 5 versus 2, MP9 and Deagle on the retake here. Movistar have done enough. They've got their 5 rounds, and like Jason said, a 8-0 deficit to bring it all the way back. It's actually not too bad. At least if they win the pistol, you never know. They might be onto something here. Nerds and Snappy just going through the motions here. There'll be no way they can win it, but they'll give it a good go.
And I mean, just seeing them win duels and confident enough to take duels is a nice thing to see for Movistar. So we'll take what we can get. 5 rounds for Movistar on the offense of Anubis. We're going to switch sides. They got elimination potentially in their future. ENCE looking for the semifinals.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah,
boo, Jason.
The dualies are going to get a double kill.
Oh, the old classic bridge to water drop, huh? Nertz blinded, great flashbang. And it's Alex to pick up the kill, but in the meantime, the dark push comes through, so you may have taken long, but you've lost the site itself. And that rotate in through Temple's dead. Snappy holds on the flank, and so the 2 players who pushed out on long, the 2 guys that were looking to get the ball rolling, have instead been popped on the jump back into the site. It's a measly 11 health in a 1v3, and it seems as though that ferociousness through the ENCE drop play. Didn't even matter that poor Nertz gets blasted over on long. This one's toast.
Yeah, wow, they got deleted from there. Really nice reaction from ENCE on losing control of B main, but just barreling through and being able to address the situation after the fact. 11-5. It only gets tougher from here, and Movistar with this kind of a deficit on your CT side of Anubis, they go for a force buy. It's going to be FAMAS, it's going to be Deagles, and they're going to try and get this one back immediately.
They're up against a force buy, as Jason mentioned. There's a boost in towards middle, as the CTs do their absolute best to hold on here. This round could cost them the tournament. They give it up. They'll be 12-5 down, presumably 13 after the third round, full eco. So it really does come down to this. They can at least find a few kills, make it expensive. That's not a bad start. The double headshot comes through for AdamS, and it's all he can find. Just will drop shortly after as well. Bomb to be planted, and the hype starting to fade away here in round number 17.
Yeah, nice shots with the Deagle. Just can't build anything off of it. I mean, a really powerful reaction from ENCE. They see a double push in towards A main, try and take an advantage in middle. And they do find it and bust right in. Good shot from Madden looking for that exact peak, and Alex has got to back away and save the Galil.
That's what he wants to hold on to, but spotted on the bridge. Second T also exiting back towards River. Top middle push comes behind him. Nert's going to clear him out with that ever so rare MP7 buy.
It's coming back in style, it feels. We're seeing it more and more.
Something more accurate than the Mac 10, but a little bit less long range than the Galil. You know, a nice in-between.
Yeah, it chugs a little bit more.
I haven't used it much myself, but just watching it, it seems like it's got a little bit more control than the MP9.
Yeah, I think
you know?
might be onto something, Matt.
May I recommend auto shotties too?
It's a 5-man stack on the full eco. As I mentioned, if you get up that second round, it's likely to be 13-5 here. Initial damage is exchanged. It's Mopos feeling the brunt of it, and here comes Sunpius with his HE. Snappy, a bit of a Mac 10 specialist here, as they will find the opening 3 kills. This 5-man stack has been dealt with in a comfortable manner there, to say the very least. 5 players survive once again for ENCE as they're in touching distance, closing this one out 2-0. So yeah, they've got all the guns they need here, and AWP and M4s, but look at the distinct lack of helmets here. The MP7, the Mac 10, the Galil are just going to shred through the CT defense here. It's a very difficult round to win, but that will help. And there's the lack of helmets. And it will be Snappy helping himself once again to the bomb site. You can see this get eviscerated by the SMG if you don't have the protection of the head. So a lot of teams will go for MP9s and utility just to make sure they don't get blasted by the SMGs like that. It should guarantee this victory.
And the full losing bonus for the Movistar defense, so they'll be getting 3,400, so they can pass and drop weapons over to teammates, so it's not going to be the worst buy in the world. They've got another chance with basically a full kit that they'd want anyways. So this is a matchmaking game. Give Movistar one of your speeches.
One of my speeches?
Yeah, give him.
I would say right now, gentlemen, we did not come this far to simply fall. Martinez, you have huge shoes to fill, and you have done so excellently. Nothing actually matters outside of this server in this moment, and this moment will never happen twice. So flash and fight.
And die.
Together we are greater than each of us. Think of the bigger picture. Think of your family at home. Think of the regrets you will feel if you don't fight for 15.
Oh no, well, it's going to be Nertz just negating the smoke there. He's actually in CT spawn already. The bomb's down all the way back at T base, but Nertz behind enemy lines here.
Finally gets to taste that victory, right? And now all of a sudden, when you finally break through, oh, by the way, we're changing versions of the game and the entire future is uncertain, but there's one last CSGO trophy to hoist.
And their nemesis, Vitality, they are no longer in the running as well.
Yep.
That's the one team that normally shuts them down. I will say G2 waiting in the wings, but still.
G2 or Mouse. Winner of G2 or Mouse, which is the next game of the day, so make sure you're tuned in for that one coming up.
You know, I don't want to, I hate to throw him under the bus here, but like when Twist gets eliminated from the event and then comes out with an interview right after saying like, yeah, it was hard to stay motivated. I've just been thinking about CS2.
A dominating performance. They've absolutely blown Movistar Riders out of the water here time and time again. Overpass was a nightmare. It didn't get much better here on Anubis. World-class form here from ENCE as they get closer and closer to victory here.
SWAT drop. Do it.
Ooh, while they switch.
Yeah, here we go. USP is out. Double kill.
Let's go.
Bomb on the deck. Martinez trying to keep him alive, and he will continue. Two more in a tough situation. Disgusting sequence from Martinez, but is it enough?
Nertz and AdamS for one potential final round of the Movistar Riders Pro League Season 18 run.
Oh, he couldn't be further away from the plan right now, realizing And with 5 seconds left, it has to be A. Nerds will get the bomb down, no problem. And AdamS with the unenviable task of retaking the bomb site against Nerds in championship form. Does it all end here?
Yeah, he reads it. He turns his attention, and as he steps ever closer, it's all shut down. So how poetic that even in this final round of the Movistar Reiners run, we get a little more from Martinez, because Sunpius wins this head-to-head, dispatching of his ex-teammates. They said there's no bad blood, and Martinez tried to keep that blood flowing for the Riders, but it's just not there.
And ENCE laid it on thick today. They didn't slow down whatsoever. That was clean and clinical from start to finish. They've made 4 finals in a row, continuing their bid for a 5th. They book a spot in the semifinals. Winner of G2 Mals, that's coming up next, will face off against them in those semifinals, and they've got a chance to lift one last trophy in CSGO.
You've got to say though, boys, commiserations to Movistar Riders. A great showing here at EPL in general. The fact they've got to the quarterfinals is an achievement in itself. They can lead this tournament with their heads held high. Looking forward into CS2 as well. This is a team that'll be on the tip of our tongue going forward. We know they're deadly now. We know they've got the talent and skill. They just need to bring it all together. And ENCE were just too powerful today.
Yeah, most certainly so. I mean, Sunpius, I think it's really good for him to hit the ground running. We're talking about an AWP player who shines in playoffs and who has done so throughout 2023.